all about. You get tight, and those bonds just get stronger and stronger the more you struggle together, and the harder the hardship. And I don't know if it gets any harder than being a quadriplegic. So, we instantly bond.
Paralyzed Veterans of America is a nonprofit, and it gets no federal funding.
And we provide every service free of charge to every veteran and caregiver that we support.
Paralyzed Veteran and PVA Executive Director Sherman Gillums Jr.
Every life, every success, every recovery, it's tied to the initial investment you've had in us.
To learn more, visit pva.org. A public service message from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
My Hometown is made possible by Anton Media Group. For more of your local community news, you may visit AntonMediaGroup.com. If you have a story to share or want information about subscriptions, you may call 516-747-8282. WHPC.
And now we return to My Hometown.
We're back on My Hometown. I'm your host, Bill Horan, along with Nassau Community College student Zach Turkel. Our special guest today is Stephanie Abrams, who is the Director of Development for the Friedberg Jewish Community Center in Oceanside. And today we're talking about Camp Gahava. Zach, I think you had a question?
Yes, I did. So, Stephanie, what are your plans for next summer?
So we're hoping that we grow after this summer, and our year-round programming grows. So we have we find a lot more kids who want to come, and then next summer will be either the full summer or 1 to 2 week sessions. But we plan on utilizing the entire summer for these kids in whatever shape or form. But it'll be more than a week like this year.
Well, what if you're too successful?
You can never be too successful.
I mean, like if you got 100 or...
We have 350 acres of campgrounds. So
you got plenty of room.
Okay. It's great room to run around.
Exactly.
No, it just sounds to me like you've done this very well. You seem to have thought it through. You're taking ideas from the people.
And the Friedberg JCC, I think I said before, I think we have 11 different camps. And we're at the Henry Kaufmann Campgrounds in Wheatley Heights that we share, I think, with 4 other JCCs. Like I said, there's 350 acres. There's a beautiful pool complex. So... it's camp. You feel like you're at camp when you're out there. It's beautiful. So there's plenty of room to grow for us.
Okay, now the tough question. You ready?
Uh-oh.
How much is this going to cost? Is that fair to ask you that?
Of course, it's camp. There's fees for camp. So camp is $1,000 for the week.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of costs to cover, from staffing to operating costs, everything just to get, to make things run. But I wanted to say before we go forward is that we don't want to turn anyone away, because we really feel this camp is so important. So there are scholarships available. I know the cost has made some people nervous, but call us up, and we're happy to work with you. We understand there is a need. We've gotten calls from parents that say, I have a kid who's so depressed they have nowhere to go, and this is going to be amazing for them. And they could be 30, 40 miles away. They're willing to drive their kid every day. So we are going to make transportation available from the JCCs on Long Island. There's 5 of us, so there will be a way for your child to get there. But please don't be turned off by the cost. So,
and I'll tell our audience that Stephanie seems like a really nice person, so I think she wants to help you. No, it sounds like a great program. I mean, you're getting us excited about it. Yeah. I think you're doing such a good job for the kids. I think your problem is going to be over-enrollment. I think you'd have to buy more grounds on Long Island. But that's a good problem. We all want that, right?
It's a great problem.
Always better than under 4 minutes.
That's right.
So one question that I have, Stephanie, and you touched on it a little bit earlier, but I want to go into a little bit more detail. What if an interested family can't afford it? Would that go into the scholarships as well?
Yeah, so, they just have to give us a call, and everyone has different circumstances. We have scholarships for our day camps as well. And it's all different scales, and it's by circumstance. And like I said, we don't really want to turn anyone away, so we'll work with you to have your kid come to camp.
Now, how do you fund these scholarships? Because you, of course, when I say you, the organization, you still have to pay people. There's expenses. I assume they get fed. There's even the small things of bats and balls and equipment, etc.
Supplies, right.
So how does that get funded?
So the JCC is a nonprofit. I am the Director of Development. So I work on all of the agency fundraising. So we are fundraising for Camp Gahava. Donations are accepted online. They can call me, and you can target it. You can say, I want it for scholarships, I want it just for programming, maybe you want to pay for the art supplies. We're planning on doing a big mural with the kids on one of our, on our shelters.
That's another thing that sounds great.
Yeah. So
somebody's very creative over there.
Yeah, I can't take credit for that idea.
Okay,
but
you're the money person,
I'm the money
right?
person.
Okay.
But, if you want, we need camp supplies. So anything like that, if you call up and say, I just want to fund arts and crafts, that's great. Again, you can call me at the JCC or go online and make a donation. Camp Gava, you can click right on Camp Gava to make the donation, so it will go straight to the camp. We'll be hosting a few fundraisers this month that are for just for scholarships. So this way we can make sure that we have money set aside just to help the kids get to camp.
Okay, now you gave me the lead in there. You said they can call you, so you have to give the phone number.
Right, I'm sorry.
Yeah. What good is calling you if you don't know the phone number?
So my phone number is 516-634-4164. You can make a donation on our website at www.friedbergjcc.org.
That's the catch. All right. So, Stephanie, how will are donations being accepted as well, besides the scholarships as well? Would they be?
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, we have a lot of programming to fund. We have lots of supplies that we need, and we have some funds for it. But we're still a nonprofit, so we can make anything work. And so we'll be fundraising, through camp.
Do you look for volunteers? I'm just wondering that people might say, gee, I love this idea, I love the cause. You seem like you're doing a great job. And is there age restrictions on volunteers, whether young or old?
Volunteers, we're probably looking at over 21 age because there's kids. And we've been getting lots of calls. We have people, I'm in the community, I have a son who's trans, he's too young or too old to come, but I'd like to help. So give us a call if you'd like to volunteer, and we'll talk to you. We're going to have year-round programming. We're going to need lots of people to come in and either share stories, maybe you have a skill, we have someone coming to do meditation and yoga. So if you have something that you think would be beneficial to the kids, give us a call.
That's a great point. And Zach, I never think of this, but you think of a camp, I just see kids playing with a ball, kickball.
No, yeah.
No, but there's so
much more.
Yeah, there is so much more. And people may have that skill, and I know a lot of people like to give back. Yep. And you mentioned meditation, yoga, I guess artwork. You talked about art supplies. So someone who has that kind of a skill, and you're working with kids, I guess, so you don't have to be, a professional artist, etc.
No,
but if you have skills that can teach, or a teacher who's off for the summer could give some time.
Absolutely.
Help out. This would be a great
We'd love
cause.
to have them.
The kids will probably do better with the arts and crafts than the adults, probably.
There, right? Yeah.
And the kids will definitely do better. But the funny thing is, I think it helps the teacher just as much because you get a feeling of fulfillment. You're giving back, and some people just have that skill.
Exactly. We've gotten lots
just
of calls.
wonderful with kids and showing it. And if you have that skill, use it. Get in touch with
definitely.
Stephanie and make it a win-win.
Definitely. And and I'm happy to hear from anyone who does anything. I mean, we have our list of basics of yoga, arts and crafts, music, but if you do something that's kind of out of the box, we're happy to talk.
You can put it in the box.
We'll put it in the box.
You'll hire them.
We're going to have
them in there.
Someone's coming to do slam poetry with the kids.
I don't know what that
poetry.
is, but that's another new term. Boy, I'm learning.
So I'm not going to pretend like I know exactly what it is, but it's pretty trendy and kids love it. So someone's coming, but it's poetry. It's expressing yourselves, and for that
if
reason,
the kids like it, that's good.
I think it'll be really.
I'm not alone with you, Bill. I don't know any of this stuff either.
Oh, good. At least I don't feel like I'm just an outlier.
I have a couple of questions here, Stephanie. Sure. One is that would you accept someone that could eat the number of chicken fingers in a number of minutes?
He gets that in.
Yeah, I would have to get that in. And number two, what are some interesting guests that you're going to be having? Something out of the box, something, not ordinary, like the slam poetry, even though I have no idea what that is.
Right. So we have a few lines up. We have somebody who's a caterer, and he's going to come in and do cooking with them, but maybe not he'll do hummus and cold things with them, so because we don't have anywhere to cook. But so we'll have somebody come and do a cooking demonstration. We'll probably have someone come in and talk about just health and wellness, because they're still teenagers. So it doesn't, whatever group you're in, you're a teenager. So if someone come in like that, we have some rabbis who've expressed interest, but again, we are open to everybody. We're talking to a drum circle who may want to come in with the kids.
Drum circle.
So But we are looking also for drama therapists. We have some theater people who are, interested. There's a makeup person who may come in one day and do theater makeup. You're
hitting on so many interesting ideas.
Yeah.
And if I was one of the people, I wouldn't think of it initially, but this is perfect for what you're doing, and it might be just what the person is looking for, or open up a career, or just something fun.
We're still going to have soccer and Gaga and baseball and everything like that. So it's camp. Bottom line, it's camp, and it's for them to come and have fun, let their guard down, and relax for the week.
I think what Zach was getting at, I think his real hope for the future is to be a competitive eater, like we see on July 4th every year, the guy with the hot dogs who eats 8 of them.
Yeah.
So I think he's trying to work his way in. I don't know if that's part of your program, but it might be the most unique little checkbox, competitive eating, and go over
you never know what kids want to learn.
But another thing that I find really interesting, Stephanie, is that when you think about camp, even 10 years ago or 20 years ago, the skills are so basic. Now you're expanding on so many different things, and it's incredible, and I just find it fascinating.
Yeah.
Stephanie, I just want to emphasize to people, because you brought it up before, even though it's the Jewish Community Center, you don't have to be of the Jewish faith to take part in this.
No.
If you're part of any one of those groups that you mentioned and you want to go through the groups that are included here again, please tell us.
So we're also so the Jewish Community Center is open to everybody. We're working through Pride for Youth, Transgender Center of Long Island. So if you have contacts there, you can ask them about it. Again, reach out to us directly. And any other JCC on Long Island is aware of it, because we've been working with them as well. A lot of the schools know about it. I know school's ending, but the guidance counselors are aware of it. So we've really done a lot of outreach on Long Island for people to know about us.
And the spelling of that is camp, and it's unusual, so I'm going to say it to our audience, GA''AVAH. Am I correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so if they're a bad speller like me, I'm going to make it a little easier.
Exactly, and it's a Hebrew word for pride. That's
for pride,
where we came up with it
fits in very well with everything.
Yeah.
Any unique problems you've gone through in the background when setting this up, or just it's always a lot of work to get anything going new? Anything very unique you want to tell us about?
Funding. I mean, like I said, we don't want to turn anyone away, so that's what we're really focusing on. And we just want kids to sign up. We have children signing up already, and that's why we're out and we're talking about it, to hopefully get out to the communities and to the families. If you know somebody who may be interested, give us a call. We have brochures we could send them to you. We have a website with all the information. So the challenge is getting the kids to sign up. But we are getting calls every day. So they're out there. They're out there and they're interested, and we want them to know we're there.
It sounds like a lot of fun and the start of something that really will be a big idea, and whoever won that contest really deserves it. Stephanie, we want to thank you today. For more information about Camp Gahava, you can contact Stephanie Abrams, who is the Director of Development for the Friedberg Jewish Community Center in Oceanside, and Stephanie's going to give us that key information.
Sure. Our website is www.friedbergjcc.org, FRIEDBERG. And my phone number is 516-634-4164.
Can't ask for anything more, give Stephanie a call. I'm Bill Horan, along with Nassau Community College student Zach Turkel. Thanks for listening to My Hometown.